Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. What? Mass Effect 2? Unheard of! Nobody expects the Mass Effect 2. Especially not after months of not updating a thing about it. Anyway, I do apologize if my gameplay is a little bit rocky while I get readjusted to playing this game, because it has, in fact, been quite some time since I last fired up this game to play. You're following me around. Okay. Anyway, I'm actually not going to be going through all of the personnel dossiers or whatever that they have over there, because if you have a copy of the game, you can check it out yourself, and I'm sure that the codexes are also available, like, on some wiki somewhere. I hate to skimp out on it, but I don't think you guys really just want to sit there while I read through things. So this is investment opportunities. You can invest in various, well, business opportunities. The Pirate Fleet is massing on the fringes of the Terminus systems in preparation for a raid on outlying Alliance colonies. Send a tip-off to Admiral Hackett about the upcoming invasion. I think we can afford that. Yes. Yes, I want to fund this mission. Bureaucracy in action. The Certa Foundation can't start tests on a promising new antibiotic because of accidentally misfiled paperwork. User contacts to help them cut through the red tape so they can begin clinical trials. I think that's worthy. Yes. A corrupt politician is trying to levy heavy taxes on all Earth-manufactured goods coming into his system in exchange for kickbacks from local businesses. Ruin the politician's reputation with a smear campaign so that his proposal doesn't pass. Yeah, I think so. Why not? And Eclipse mercenaries have secretly set up a red sand production facility on the planet Cuervo. Tip off the planetary authorities about the facility in exchange for half the credits seized during their raid. Bah, why not? Alright, so basically there's often some kind of return for when you do invest in those things. I actually do not recall what those specifically do, but you know. Ooh, shutter control. So we can look out into the abyss. I'm done looking out into the abyss. Okay. Ooh! 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 Model ship! Model ship! Okay. And survey information. Oh. This is for if you wanted to... if you were having some trouble with your planet scanning. This gives you locations... on particularly resource-heavy planets. So, those are also very useful. Research terminal? Oh yeah, well, I think I've got pretty much everything, right? Oh no. Oh, ooh. Oh yes, I want to research these things. Review? Yes. Research it. Research it all! Okay. Ship enhancements? Oh yeah, that's still that thing. And prototypes. Okay. So those are basically all the same. Okay. And we're set there. We don't need to worry about customizing gear or anything like that. And it's training. What's this one do? Oh, to redistribute the ability points. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty darn cool. But I don't want to do that. Were there... I know there is a console somewhere around here that you can actually check out videos. I think it's over where Liara... Yes, okay, delivery pickup. Did I have anything delivered to me yet? Ah! A minister from Terra Nova has sent platinum from the planet's reserves for favors rendered. Certainly. I'll take that. And then I think... there should be something somewhere. Gee, has it been a while since I last played this? I don't know. There should be something, though. I think it's up here. That's what it is. Alright. Up in here. Oh, hello, Farron.
Shepard, glad you stopped by. We don't get many visitors.
Take it easy. You've been through a lot.
To put it mildly.
You're probably right.
Definitely
I never
right.
did say thanks for the rescue.
Liara never gave up on you, Farron. I just helped.
I'm still amazed Liara came for me. I'll never forget what either of you did.
I can log that in the archives for you, sir.
I see you met the secretary.
Well, of course you'll never forget. You're a Drell.
For 2 years, Liara didn't stop looking for you. You two must have been close.
She's a good friend. Better than I deserve.
I see. How you
How
doing?
you holding up, Farron?
I'll be all right. I wasn't always strapped into that interrogation chair. Drell can mentally escape into old memories. It came in handy on the bad days.
How many times did the Shadow Broker hook you up to that contraption?
A lot. It gets fuzzy. He made the guards watch, as an example.
I see.
What will you do now that you're a free man?
I want to help Liara rebuild this place. But after that...
Your schedule's getting full, sir. Let me sync it to your Omni tool.
No thanks, I'm fine.
Well, I would rather have an enthusiastic secretary.
How did you and Liara both end up looking for my body?
Cerberus headhunted me and Liara to steal your body from the Shadow Broker. I was working for the broker at the time, and he's the one who scraped up your remains in the first place.
What turned you against the Shadow Broker?
He started working for the Collectors. You weren't their first victim. Was an information trader, not a slaver.
How do you think Liara's doing as the new Shadow Broker?
Operations are almost fully recovered after a slight dip in efficiency.
Ever since we repaired the network, Liara's been glued to the archives. I caught her sleeping at her desk more than once.
Did we even leave?
She's busy, but I think she likes it that way.
Huh.
Looks like you've made a friend.
The drone follows everyone. I don't know why the broker kept it around.
I'm a shell for a specialized data processing VI, custom built to your specifications, Shadow Broker.
It helps coordinate the network's massive information feeds, but it could use a different interface tone.
You deemed my default personality sufficient for your needs, Shadow Broker.
I wish it would stop calling me that.
I can't
Take it easy,
imagine.
Farron.
Thanks.
Can't imagine why he wouldn't want to be called the Shadow Broker. Ah, I think this is it. The video archive. So obviously there's a lot to poke around in here.
What does this console do?
This is the video surveillance access point. I've queued up the archive footage you requested on your last visit, Shadow Broker. Remember, you can zoom in for more detailed viewing and can pause anytime during playback.
I see.
Aria Talok, Omega.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, I guess that's why you don't fuck with Arya. Anyway,
Emily Wong, Citadel.
Emily Wong? Oh, good. She's having a good time. That's important. Alright.
Fred Mazai, Citadel.
Fred Mazai? Right, okay.
Donnell Udina, Citadel.
Udina? What are you doing, Udina?
Armando Bailey, Citadel.
Oh, Bailey. Well, he doesn't appear to be too happy.
David Anderson, Citadel.
Anderson? Meeting with Cerberus? I wonder what that's about.
Omega.
Huh.
Raisa bint Sinan al-Jilani, Citadel.
Oh. You know, I realize that not everyone is fond of that character, and I suppose for somewhat good reasons, but, the violence against a female...
Keeper 20, Citadel.
Keeper 20. Violence against a female character. Perhaps not the best joke in the universe. I wonder what it's doing. Why was that considered notable, I wonder?
Matriarch Atheta, Ilium.
Matriarch Atheta? As in... the bartender on Ilium? Is that a... Wait a second. Is that a picture of... Liara? Does she have a thing for Liara?
Erdnot Torsk, Tuchanka.
Oh my. That was not a happy end for that Solarian.
Elias Kellum, Omega.
Huh. Well...
Jacob Taylor, Normandy SR2.
Really? I see, we have a shirtless Jacob doing crunches. That was absolutely required, yes.
Subject 0, Purgatory, ship now defunct.
Huh. Just in case you needed a recap of how awesome she is.
Arya T'Loak,
All right.
Omega.
Now, interestingly enough, you can check back in here. Yeah, check for more videos on your next visit. You can actually check back in this area for more videos later on. But that's one of the reasons why I saved some of the planet scanning missions, or the missions that resulted from planet scanning. Alright, I got that. For this part of the game is so that I can have stuff to do in between.
How are you doing, Liara?
I'm a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. The Shadow Broker had more resources than you can imagine. Here, come on over.
Come closer, Shepard.
He had top-level access to the Turian and Asari governments. And more than one Solarian Dalatros traded intel. And now it's ours.
If you're in over your head, we could just crash this thing and walk away.
That's just it. In a way, I feel like I belong here. Working on my own, I was always hunting for leads. With the Shadow Broker's resources, it's about organizing, cataloging. I've got everything, Shepard. This is a dream job. Although, the location could be better.
Alright.
Have you found anything useful yet?
The Shadow Broker knew about the Reapers. Perhaps that's why he offered to help prove Saren's guilt to the Council.
He didn't want Saren to succeed.
He also knew that the Collectors were Protheans, repurposed to be Harbinger's puppets. There's even some data on the Protheans. I think he knew what was coming and was looking for a way to survive.
Interesting.
Why was he still looking at Protheans? They gave us the warning in the conduit at Ilos, but we've used those.
The Shadow Broker seemed to think there was more out there. Perhaps the Protheans had other plans. Or maybe he was just grasping at anything that offered some hope.
How'd you know what the Shadow Broker was?
I didn't. I had no idea what to expect when we finally found him. But I researched pre-spaceflight cultures during some of my Prothean studies. I know a bit about the Yogg. There's more on the terminals if you want to look. They're a fascinating culture, and a terrifying one.
Especially all things considered. Also, I do apologize if there's some background noise coming through.
How's Farron doing?
As well as you'd expect, after 2 years of intermittent torture.
He gonna be okay?
I don't know. He wants to work, so I'm letting him help. Maybe it takes his mind off it.
So, you and Farron.
No. He's been through a traumatic ordeal. He's emotionally fragile and needs to heal. He's very grateful to me for saving him. But it would be irresponsible of me to take advantage of that.
I see. Well, as long as he's recovering.
It was good talking with you, Liara. Let me know if you need anything.
I think what I need right now is a friend. I can't leave for too long, but spending all my time on this ship. Maybe next time you come by, I could come up to the Normandy.
Well, let's do that now.
That sounds great. Why don't you come up now?
Okay, thanks. I'll be right there. Just give me a minute.
There seems to be a subtext here that I'm kind of somewhat catching. Oh, we're breaking out the fancy stuff. Oh, and she's in a dress.
Did you enjoy the tour?
Yes, it's a beautiful ship. And I ran into Joker. He seemed happy to see me. Although, he did ask if I'd embraced eternity lately.
Of course he did.
I also spoke with Dr. Chalkwaz. I'm glad she's doing well. I brought you something. It took some digging, but I recovered your tags.
My tags.
I thought I'd never see these again.
They changed hands more than once. Do you remember Admiral Hackett? He gave them to me so I could return them to you. He sends his best and hopes you're okay. So, how are you doing, Shepard? I mean, really. Not what you tell your squad to keep morale up.
Well,
Between you and me, I have no idea how we're gonna do this. I'm doing everything I can, but
You've done more than most. You and your team destroyed the Collectors and walked out alive.
by the way, this is one of the reasons why I saved this DLC for following that mission.
we fought them in their own base and we won. They can't call us young or primitive anymore.
Well, they
Young.
can, but
You know, I'm 108. 109 in a couple of months.
Oh, I should get you something nice.
You're alive again. I've got everything I want. So tell me what you want. What are you fighting for? A chance to give Garrus some peace?
you know what? Yeah.
He's been hurt. Betrayed. He deserves something better. I never thought I'd find peace in the arms of a Turian, but
Why not? Humans seem to have no trouble finding Asari attractive.
everyone finds Asari attractive.
I hope the two of you find some happiness, Shepard. I should get back to my base, but thanks for inviting me up, Shepard.
I wonder if she continues to harbor a crush on Shepard. The game always seems to indicate that she does, one way or the other.
Come back soon.
Oh. And what I really like about that scene, I mean, beyond everything else, is that there are comments on whatever relationship you're currently involved in. And in that case, when I selected that option for when I was playing through it as a test, playing through as a test through, I was actually like her response was spot on for how I was playing this character. So I was like, wow, well, okay then, that's perfect. So yes, she is fighting to give Garrus some peace. I like it because it's all squishy. All right, no new messages. She said, no. What? No. Okay, I clicked on the wrong things. Anyway, so that was, I suppose, the actual conclusion of the Lair of the Shadow Broker. And after this point, you can always, head back there and check on updates, and there are obviously quite a few tools that you can use to help your gameplay. I mean, in some cases, it's actually better to go in there earlier, because then you can draw on those resources for while you're playing through the game. But on the other hand, you've got... I like some of the post-game commentary that you can end up getting as a result of that. So, let's see. We just got the tags. Where did she put them? She put them nowhere? Alright. Yes, let's keep that right nearby us. I know I've commented to that effect before. So yes, there's the Shadow Broker model ship that we now have amongst our collection, and I'm pretty sure this means that we are all caught up on that. Anyway, I'm out of time for this installment of Let's Play Mass Effect 2, but I hope to see you next time, where we continue on to what comes next. Hope to see you then!